Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Jashin-chan Dropkick. So, the last episode we had a lot of Piccolo abuse as usual, that very depressing existence of that fallen angel without her halo. Also we got to see Mei again, everyone's favorite cop, still after Orochimaru slash Jashin-chan slash Gabriel, and doing her best on that front. Also, Yurine being nice, the nice good girl she is, trying to take good care of Piccolo and taking care of Jashin-chan when she gets out of hand by blending her hand. And that was basically last episode, so let's get into this one. 3, 2, 1, play. Start with the opening as usual. By the way, I don't script any of my dialogue in these reaction videos. Just my writing, my dialogue in general is so good you may think so, so I'm just clarifying that I don't script any of this. She really doesn't look complete unless she's holding her chainsaw. I really would not attack somebody with a chainsaw, like, ever. But it's pretty good solid life advice to avoid doing that. Yeah, I like how she has the tiny hat banded to her head so it doesn't fall off. Because it would fall off otherwise. Considering how much activity she does. Like none of them, help. They just kind of watch in horror. That's how you know they're true friends. Are we having Jashin-chan for dinner? That's a good second. A very good second. Well, it seems peaceful enough right now. We'll see how long that lasts. Oh, the food didn't last long. But it seems far too peaceful for Jashin-chan. He's like, no, mine. I'm not sharing. The night after. Oh. I guess the meal's the only thing that matters. So we just skip from one to the other. I have heard that before. I don't know how true that is. It lasted about as long, though. Again. Yeah, I think we might be pushing it now. I don't know. I could live with that. Oh. Well, quite the privilege. Just I like how it says her name on it. She's a Mayonnaise enthusiast. Yeah, just put mayonnaise on everything. Personally, I would just put ketchup on everything, but it comes down to personal preference. And she ate it. I bet that does have quite a taste. just shove it in her mouth. Oh, apparently she likes it. Like, don't knock it till you try it, I guess. I guess not. Of course, I enjoy watching girls in anime eat mayo because of how it looks. No, not again. Amazon Prime. Wow, they should have called it Amazon too. Not even a bland name. But yeah, apparently I'm just watching their newlywed life, which I guess I can be more than okay with. Still been far too peaceful. Hasn't been any dismemberment at all. What was that glow? That I saw some sort of glow back there. Did you jump in the pot? You really shouldn't do that when you're in the middle of cooking something. And where did she go? I thought maybe she went to hell, but... Oh, okay. I guess... How do you accidentally? I guess that's not impossible to happen, but that would be very unlikely. Of course, that's exactly how far it would be. And you died? Oh. Yeah, I guess that would be... I guess it would be one way, but that's not what happened, no. Well, you don't die. Which you most likely will be. Grown up? Not really. A little bit confused. Oh, did you go back in time? 100% beef looks the weirdest as a lolly. You could say that, I guess, if my theory's right. The Great Flood, you mean like Noah's flood? Yeah, that's the one. Well, humanity recovered from that. Must have went really far back in time if they're talking about the flood. Yeah, you know, you don't get any better, Jashin-chan, I'm sorry to say. Of course you do, Medusa. Yeah, Medusa's always been a good girl. Yeah, don't do that. You're pretty great. You don't show up a lot, but you're pretty great. Yes, that gets much bigger. Pretty much. Not really, you're... You, well... You're in a bit of an unhealthy relationship with Jashin-chan. Jashin-chan was actually kind of cute back then. It's a good point, though. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Make another magic circle, I would assume. Yeah, leave it to the children. That'll solve it. Won't be much of a secret after you use it with her, but... Yeah, I see. Yep, magic circle. Like I'm way too old for this. It is pretty cute, though. And there she goes. Okay, I guess it worked, guys. Good job. Let's go home. Of course you were. Korea. I knew someone was gonna say that. Oh, I think she made it back. Maybe. Maybe not the right room, but... Okay, yeah, it's the right room. Yeah, it's been far too peaceful. It's time for blood. Shouldn't make a mess of your waifu's face like that. Oh. But more importantly, we have a delivery. Maybe it's that new hard drive we ordered. Oh, that's cool. I like the weapon. Well, the one on our left hand. Yeah, that 2-day shipping. Well, gotta eat. Girls gotta eat. I'll take some Jashin-chan curry, please. It's hot. August just started. Well, I don't know. I don't keep track of the days. But it's less than halfway over, I'm pretty sure. Oh. I just think we have a new plan of what to do. Lemon flavored. Yes, always go for the lemon flavor. You might meet some familiar characters there. Yep, our familiar characters. I bet the lemon flavored one is by far the most popular flavor there. Of course, who else would it have been? As soon as I heard shaved ice, and definitely after I heard lemon flavored. I know, right? Considering you had to like pay nothing in materials. Exactly, no overhead. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't think of the word for it. Well, it's a brilliant business. You're gonna make less profit than they do, one way or the other, so... What could possibly go wrong with this business strategy? But she has to charge more because she doesn't... She has more overhead. A lot of people. I mean, the penguin eye shaper is pretty cute. I kind of want one, actually, a lot. If only you could just blow it. You guys should do a merger. Akiba and a Kappa one, cool. I still like the penguin one best. Yeah. Girl knows how to work her hands and her tail, I guess. Is it? Is it empty? Everyone gone? Yeah, it was short-lived. I don't know why they were there in the first place. Considering it was cheaper, better, right next door. Yeah, I don't think I know who that was either. It still gave me a chuckle, though. Yes, another thing to remind me of Gabriel Dropout. Indeed. Are you gonna steal their flavoring? Wouldn't it melt by the time we got it back? And when did I start watching Yamano Susume? Glad to see she's still alive. Whatever she's still trying to do. About that, she might be closer than you think. Baby. Well, She's a devil, so nice pocket. The best pocket, the lady's natural pocket. You know, you're not gonna make much profit at this rate. Of course, no surprises there. Poor Medusa. Only, yeah, she wasn't gonna have profit before, but now it's just a matter of pride, I guess. But yeah, if yours is cheaper and with better ingredients, you would have a much better chance to win. Okay, did you just put mayonnaise on it? Oh no, Yakuza. Do they have one? Oh. Well, uh-oh. Well, careful where you grab. Well... Wow. Yeah, her upper half is definitely the better half. I bet she does, but, I don't think that's what that look means. No thank you. What are you up to? Yeah, that's a problem. As usual, Bean, Piccola is suffering. That's a big rock, too. How did you not see that? But you don't. Maybe you should sell shaved ice. Maybe you have a rat problem. Sama. There she is. I think she's in the opening. Good for you. Yeah, she was also, one of them. Well, she doesn't have her halo. Can I borrow yours? Maybe break it in half and split it? Lost. Is it actually gonna amount to anything? I doubt it. No, I don't think so. That is a great looking bath. But yeah, I don't think she's gonna take you to heaven with her. You can't end your suffering yet. Okay, that might be a bit much. I mean, you don't have to take her with you, but don't murder her. Stand still so I can kill you. Interesting catchphrase. Only she was wearing a skirt. It's actually a little bit scary. Okay. So she can't afford to have her show back up. It still seems a bit much to me, but I guess she values up her position more than any morals. Despite being an angel. What it comes down to is you're in the way. I mean, she does look like an Ojo-sama type character, so... No. Okay, there's an evil look. Yeah, because her life wasn't horrible enough as it was. We need to add assassination attempts onto it. The hearts. If only we could find you stripped in general. Manga meat. An angel that doesn't act like an angel, you say? Where have I seen such a thing? So, I wonder how Piccolo's gonna deal with this. Oh. Okay. And you didn't eat it on the way here? I'm shocked. Yeah, you two need to have a battle to decide who's the true Gabriel of this show. Because this girl's an actual angel, so she has... no. Oh, I think you pissed her off. You don't mess with Curry. Jashin-chan Dropkick. You know, when she comes down eventually. Is it gonna connect? Oh. Well, it did, sort of. It didn't look like it did at first. Wow. Get wrecked, Angel. Oh god. You don't piss off Jashin-chan. Killing yourself as revenge to someone else, really? Sure, why not? But, more importantly... Could have fooled me, man. She saw her again for a second. Don't worry, Piccolo, the problem's been dealt with. You can thank me later. You ask after you attempt to murder her. I bet. Yes, you're coming along to verify my story. That definitely makes more sense. Just come along. Yeah, that evil angel just smacks that curry on the ground, wasting perfectly good food, and wasn't even remorseful about it. You were saved by a Jashin-chan Dropkick. I was expecting it to end. So yeah, that final scene there was pretty awesome. Because there was less urine on Jashin-chan violence than usual this episode. Just tears off her tiny hat. Yeah, that girl. That girl I think is the same angel, but looks like she's doing a job or something. And then May, who wasn't really in this episode. Medusa, who wasn't really in this episode much aside from, you know, the time travel bit. And, you know, lending Jashin-chan money for this stupid shaved ice thing. But I did love the newlywed vibe we had between Yurine and Jashin-chan early in the episode. That was pretty nice. So that was the 6th episode of Jashin-chan Dropkick. And the first segment of the episode, like I said, was very much our newlywed segment there when we had Jashin-chan, you know, wearing her apron, making curry. And they enjoyed curry a lot, you know, the first night, the second night, the third night. And the first two, you know, Yurina was okay with that, but I think the third time it was starting to push it a little bit. But Jashin-chan was, you know, happy with it. And then we started to bring out the mayo, and Jashin-chan realized how great mayo is on curry. I guess I never actually tried mayo on curry, but you know, maybe it's good. I don't know. Maybe a devil just has different tastes. Who knows, really? Now, somehow curry cooking ended up resulting in time travel shenanigans. So Not just time travel, but also location travel as well. Like she went to a different spot, like near the gates of hell, I guess, somewhat nearer than before. And she initially misunderstood, thinking that the Curry just blew up and killed Urina, and then she was allowed to go back to hell because of it. Because that's been a big plot point in the series, you know. She wants Urina to die so she can go back home, but Urina refuses to die, so we remain the status quo. Anyway, apparently she made a magic circle unintentionally while stirring curry because I guess that's possible to do. Very difficult to do that unintentionally, though. I think it would be even fairly tricky to do intentionally, really. But she managed it one way or the other, I guess, as expected of Jashin-chan. And she went there. She saw 100% Beef, Medusa, and herself as child forms, you know, like thousands of years ago when they were chosen, I guess, because these devils age slowly. You know, they were talking about the flood and all that, which, yeah, that was quite a while ago. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how much time she traveled through. But anyway, they had a nice talk with her about, you know, their future selves, and Jashin-chan not being super happy with what her future self turns out to be. She wanted to be something a bit cooler, but you know, them's the bricks sometimes. 100% Beef becomes a lot beefier in the future, which she seems to be quite happy about, despite the fact that flat is justice, so. But she seems to not be aware of that, which a lot of people aren't. That's just how it goes. But they were more than willing to help her get back. They had their own secret ritual, they made their own circle, and they did their cute little ritual, and they sent her back. However, that didn't go super well because she landed on the table, messed up the food, it got all over Urina, Urina was unhappy, and the usual things happened after that. Now, the next segment, it was pretty much a hot summer day, and we decided to have fun making shaved ice. Now, Yusa and her sister had their own stand, and it was great because they had like no overhead because they made other materials, the ice as well as the syrup, the flavoring. So yeah, that was honestly a perfect business opportunity. Like, there's really no downside. Even if you don't sell anything, you don't lose any money. So just sell one, and you've made profits. So it's honestly brilliant, really. And Jashin-chan decided to copy this because why not? Even though her overhead would be much higher because she actually has to produce the ice and syrup and all that. Although she just went to grab ice from Mount Fuji, so she obviously had to pay for that. So I guess that's some saved money there. But that was after, you know, initially she just, you know, did it more standard. She had this really adorable penguin-looking ice crusher, which I want one of those. That looked amazing. If they sell those, I would probably buy one. But yeah, that's what she was doing, but she was charging more than Yusa's stand was, so, and the ingredients probably weren't as good either, so it was really a foregone conclusion who would win there. So that's why she got desperate and made it just a matter of pride, and she sold it cheaply with the highest quality ingredients she could attain to try to attempt to win, although she didn't care because she wasn't spending her money, she was spending Medusa's money, which is what she always does. So, you know, she kind of lost sight of things after a while, although I guess that was always the point, really. But yeah, eventually it was discovered she didn't have a permit to do this, so she was taken away by a couple of scary gentlemen, and Yusa's team won. Yay. The real takeaway from that scene is the fact that Jashin-chan does not have a career in business. That's really what it comes down to. So, the scene after that, we got more into Piccolo stuff. As always, her life just progressively gets worse and worse. And after tripping over a giant rock that she somehow didn't see, she found an angel. Pororon, something like that. She was really cute. But she was not very nice, as we discovered. She couldn't find Piccolo before because of her lost halo. So she just kind of stumbled upon her here by accident. Which is good for her, I guess, not so good for Piccolo, because she decided she's going to kill Piccolo, because Piccolo coming back would kind of ruin things for her as she would go, you know, back down the totem pole, so she can't have that, so she's just going to murder her in cold blood, as an angel should do, really. So she tried to do that, she just pulled out the big guns and started firing. Luckily for Piccolo, Jashin-chan showed up just in time, because the angel kind of pissed off Jashin-chan, and once you do that, it's kind of a foregone conclusion what's going to happen to you. Assuming you're not Urina, that's kind of a different case, but since she is not Urina, yeah, she was going to feel the Jashin-chan dropkick wrath, and she got beat and tied up and thrown off a cliff, and that's the last we'll ever see of her. Probably not, because I do think Side is the one girl in the opening and ED, or ED. I know she's in the ED, but yeah, she's like carrying a box or something, so I think she'll come back at some point because it kind of looked like she has some sort of part-time job there in the human world. Maybe she lost her halo too and she's in the same position as Piccolo. That would be hilarious. That actually might be the case now that I think about it. But yeah, that was pretty much what that segment was about. Then Jashin-chan brought Piccolo with her because Jirena would not believe the story otherwise, so yeah. So I guess I ended on kind of a happy note. In any case, another pretty good episode of Jashin-chan Dropkick. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.